Have you ever felt that as you age, your life's potential starts to dwindle? It's a common misconception that aging limits our abilities and joy. But what if I told you that your golden years could be your most fulfilling yet? In this video, we will explore 8 transformative actions you can take to reclaim your energy, confidence, and emotional well-being. These aren't just vague recommendations. They are profound, actionable strategies grounded in real practices that can help you thrive in your later years. Stay tuned until the end to uncover how prioritizing your mental health can change your life, why staying physically active is more vital than ever, and how fostering meaningful relationships can enrich your days. You'll also discover the importance of continuous learning, maintaining a healthy diet, and embracing self-care as a necessity, not a luxury. Plus, we'll dive into the often taboo topic of sexual health, revealing why it's essential for your overall well-being. Don't miss this opportunity to learn how to live your later years with fullness, wisdom, and purpose. Your best years are still ahead of you. Let's unlock their potential together. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Prioritize your mental and emotional health. It's heartbreaking how often people, as they reach their later years, begin to believe they no longer have control over their lives. Society seems to send us a loud, persistent message. You're too old to change, too old to grow, too old to enjoy the fullness of life. But I want to tell you something deeply personal. That's simply not true. Whether you're 60, 70, or even 80, your potential to transform the quality of your life is still there, waiting for you to unlock it. The only thing standing between you and a life filled with joy, purpose, and fulfillment is knowing what steps to take. And the most surprising part? Many people never realize just how powerful a shift in mindset can be in reshaping their golden years. Your mental health is the key to unlocking this transformation. It's the foundation upon which everything else rests. Your relationships, your decisions, and even the strength to keep caring for your body. It's heartbreaking to see so many of us trapped in old patterns, weighed down by guilt, constantly saying yes when we should say no, just to avoid feeling bad. But imagine, for a moment, the freedom of shedding those burdens. Picture yourself seeking out what makes you truly happy, whether that means releasing toxic relationships, abandoning self-destructive habits, or embracing activities that nourish your soul. When you start prioritizing your mental and emotional well-being, the effects ripple through your entire existence, bringing harmony to your body and spirit. The emotional and mental strain we carry for years, stress, anxiety, sadness, does more than weigh us down emotionally. It seeps into our physical health. Have you ever noticed how unresolved tension can manifest in chronic pain or illness? Or how sadness can lower your immune system, making you more vulnerable to diseases? But think about this. Something as simple as walking outside in nature, feeling the sun on your skin, and breathing in the fresh air can release so much mental burden. A heartfelt conversation with someone who genuinely listens can soothe your soul like nothing else. These are the small, yet profound, acts of self-care that we often overlook but are essential to our emotional well-being. It's time to invest in yourself, emotionally and mentally. Maybe that means starting a daily meditation practice, curling up with a book that moves you, seeing a therapist who helps you work through years of accumulated feelings, or simply making time to be around friends who lift you. Don't ever feel ashamed for seeking help. The truth is, there's no greater act of strength than asking for support when you need it. As you enter this stage of life, it's essential to shift your focus. It's not just about caring for others anymore. You must learn to care for yourself too. And let me tell you, there is nothing selfish about that. Taking care of your mental health isn't a sign of weakness. It's a testament to your wisdom. You've spent years looking after everyone else, and now it's your time. The world often tries to reduce aging to nothing more than keeping your body running, but that perspective is so limited. The true secret to aging well lies in embracing your emotions, understanding your boundaries, and most importantly, giving value to your emotional well-being. Your mind is the epicenter of everything. When your mind is in balance, everything else follows. Life becomes lighter, more joyful, and filled with a sense of peace. You deserve that peace. 2. Stay physically active. As we grow older, one of the most crucial things we can do for ourselves is to stay physically active, but let me emphasize this, in a way that brings you joy and suits your own pace. There's a misconception out there that being active in your later years means adhering to strenuous workouts or unrealistic beauty ideals. That couldn't be further from the truth. The goal is not to push your body to extremes, but to nurture it with movement that keeps you feeling healthy and alive. Your body is a gift, and staying active is about honoring it by keeping it functional, pain-free, and capable of carrying you through each day with ease. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Imagine how much better life can be when you wake up without stiffness in your joints or that nagging ache in your back. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights to achieve this. Simple, gentle movements can make all the difference. Picture yourself taking a peaceful stroll around the block, stretching your body with light, flowing movements, or even swaying to your favorite music right in your living room. These are the moments when movement doesn't feel like a chore but a pleasure, something you look forward to rather than dread. When you find something you love, like dancing or walking, it no longer feels like exercise. It becomes a joyful part of your day. But the benefits of staying active don't stop with your body. One of the most beautiful things about physical activity is how it also nourishes your mind and soul. Did you know that when you move, your brain releases endorphins, often called the happiness hormones? These powerful chemicals can lift your mood, ease stress, and even help fight off feelings of depression, something many people face as they navigate the changes that come with retirement or shifts in family dynamics. The simple act of moving your body, whether it's through a brisk walk or a yoga class, can infuse your day with positivity and make you feel more vibrant and more alive. It's a way of taking care of not just your physical health, but your mental and emotional well-being too. There's something deeply empowering about knowing that, through movement, you are helping your mind stay sharp and your spirit stay lifted. It helps preserve your independence, allowing you to continue doing the things you love. And isn't that what life's really about? Living on your own terms, with a body and mind that support you rather than hold you back. Another often overlooked, yet equally important, benefit of staying physically active is the way it connects you with others. The movement opens doors to social interaction, a lifeline for so many people as they grow older. Imagine joining a local yoga group, signing up for a Pilates class, or simply taking regular walks in a park where familiar faces greet you. These activities are more than just ways to stay fit. They're opportunities to make new friends, share stories, and form meaningful connections. In a stage of life when isolation can easily creep in, staying active helps you stay engaged with the world around you. It's a way to keep loneliness at bay, and instead, fill your days with shared laughter, conversations, and companionship. The truth is that movement in old age is about so much more than just keeping your body strong. It's about enriching your life, preserving your independence, and creating space for moments of joy and connection. It's about waking up each morning knowing that you have the power to shape how you feel, both physically and emotionally. So, embrace it. Find the movement that makes you feel alive, and let it become part of your everyday routine. You deserve to feel energized, connected, and happy, and staying physically active is one of the most loving ways to give that gift to yourself. 3. Cultivate meaningful relationships and avoid isolation. As we journey through life and enter our older years, one of the most profound challenges we face is the gradual thinning of our social circles. It can be deeply painful to watch friends drift away, family members grow distant, and once vibrant connections fade into the background. This often happens due to life's inevitable shifts, busyness, changes in routine, or even health issues that limit social interactions. But let me tell you something from the heart. Isolation is the silent thief of joy and well-being in old age. It doesn't just break your spirit, it can harm your body in ways you may not even realize. Loneliness is not just an emotional wound. It has the power to trigger serious physical health problems, from depression and dementia to heart disease. The truth is, we are wired for connection. As human beings, we thrive on relationships that bring us warmth, laughter, understanding, and love. When these relationships are missing, it's as if a vital piece of us is lost. That's why it's so important to cultivate meaningful connections in this stage of life. These relationships are lifelines, keeping us anchored to a sense of purpose and belonging, and they're far more important than we often realize. It's not about how many people you know or how often you go out. It's about the depth of the relationships you have. Just one or two close friends or family members who truly care can make all the difference in the world. A support system that offers trust, companionship, and understanding is an inexhaustible source of joy, helping you feel secure, loved, and valued. Think about it. When you nurture these deep connections, you're not only gaining companions for the happy moments, but also a shoulder to lean on during the tough times. And it's a two-way street. You also get the privilege of being that support for someone else. How beautiful is that? Knowing that you can brighten someone's day, just as they brighten yours. These relationships, based on mutual care, trust, and respect, become a constant source of emotional nourishment that helps to shield you from the loneliness that can so easily creep in as the years pass. But let's not forget that as time goes on, we sometimes close ourselves off to new experiences and new people. Don't fall into that trap. Open yourself up to new connections, because there's so much more life to live and so many more people to meet. Joining a book club, taking a new class, or participating in community or religious gatherings can introduce you to people who share your interests, passions, and values. You might be surprised at how much a simple conversation with a stranger can spark a new friendship or bring fresh excitement into your life. Socializing doesn't just feed the heart, it keeps the mind sharp and the spirit young, and drastically reduces the negative effects of aging. Imagine yourself engaged in a lively discussion at a book club or laughing with new friends during a community event. These moments are precious. They keep you mentally active, emotionally fulfilled, and, most importantly, connected to the world around you. They remind you that loneliness is not inevitable. It's a choice. And the choice to cultivate meaningful relationships is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. As you age, relationships truly become the richest treasure you can have. Surrounding yourself with people who care, with whom you can share your joys and sorrows, is the key to living a full, vibrant life. So reach out, reconnect, and embrace new opportunities to bond with others. You are never too old to make a new friend, share a laugh, or experience the warmth of human connection. This stage of life is not the end. It's a new beginning, and meaningful relationships will help you navigate it with joy, purpose, and love. 4. Keep your mind in constant learning and development. As we age, it's all too easy to fall into the trap of thinking that our capacity to learn and grow has somehow diminished. We hear the whispers of doubt, the societal assumptions that tell us our brains are past their prime, and that learning new things is best left to the younger generations. But let me tell you something deeply personal and profound. This couldn't be further from the truth. The human brain is one of the most remarkable, adaptable organs in the body, and its capacity to grow, change, and absorb new information continues well into old age. It's never too late to keep your mind sharp, active, and brimming with curiosity. The reality is that your brain thrives when it is challenged. Just like a muscle that grows stronger with use, your mind craves stimulation and development. And when you give it what it needs, it rewards you in ways that are both tangible and deeply fulfilling. The act of learning, whether through reading, taking up a new hobby, traveling to a place you've never been, or even just engaging in thought-provoking conversations, keeps your mind active and sharpens your memory, helping to stave off cognitive decline. It's not just about preventing memory loss or diseases like Alzheimer's, though those are incredibly important benefits. It's about ensuring that, even in your later years, your mind remains a source of vitality, strength, and purpose. Learning doesn't have to mean diving headfirst into complicated subjects or spending hours poring over textbooks. No, the beauty of continuous learning lies in the small, daily challenges that you embrace with curiosity and excitement. Imagine the sense of accomplishment that comes from solving a crossword puzzle, learning to navigate the latest technology, or picking up a few words in a new language. These might seem like simple tasks, but they work wonders for your mind. They keep your brain engaged and flexible, allowing you to adapt to new situations and face challenges with greater ease. Each new piece of information, no matter how small, becomes a stepping stone toward greater mental agility and resilience. Curiosity is your greatest asset as you age. It's the spark that keeps your mind alive and vibrant, pushing you to explore the world with fresh eyes. When you nurture that curiosity, you're not just expanding your knowledge. You're reinforcing the belief that growth doesn't have an expiration date. You show yourself and the world that age is not a barrier to development. In fact, with the wealth of life experience you already possess, each new piece of knowledge becomes more meaningful and more layered. It's as if you're weaving a rich tapestry of wisdom, insight, and understanding that continues to grow with every new thing you learn. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. And let's not forget the emotional benefits of continuous learning. When you engage in something new, you're not just sharpening your mind. You're awakening a sense of renewal and purpose. Learning breaks the monotony of routine that can often accompany retirement or the quieter pace of life that comes with age. It introduces new challenges, new passions, and new reasons to wake up each morning with a sense of excitement. You feel more connected to the world, more engaged with the people around you, and more confident in your ability to contribute meaningfully to conversations and activities. Consider the joy of discovering a new hobby that fills your days with creativity, or the thrill of mastering a skill that once seemed out of reach. These moments bring a deep sense of fulfillment, a reminder that you are still growing, still evolving, and still capable of achieving new things. And with that growth comes a renewed sense of self-confidence. You begin to see that age is not an obstacle to learning, but rather an opportunity to embrace life with a fresh perspective. It's incredibly empowering to realize that you can still surprise yourself and that you can still exceed your expectations, even in your later years. Moreover, continuous learning fosters a sense of purpose. It gives you something to look forward to, something that adds meaning to your days. Whether you're learning a new skill, exploring a new subject, or simply reading a book that challenges your thinking, you are engaging with the world in a way that keeps you feeling useful, motivated, and fulfilled. This sense of purpose is invaluable, especially as we navigate the transitions that come with aging. It helps to stave off feelings of stagnation or boredom, replacing them with a vibrant curiosity about what's next. When you commit to keeping your mind active, you're not just preparing yourself for the challenges of old age. You're arming yourself with the tools to live more fully and consciously. The knowledge you gain becomes a resource that enhances your daily life, helping you make informed decisions, navigate new experiences, and find joy in the process of growth. It's a reminder that life is a continuous journey of discovery, and you're never too old to embark on a new adventure, whether it's intellectual, emotional, or even physical. So, never stop learning. Let your curiosity be your guide, leading you to new interests, new challenges, and new growth opportunities. Allow your mind to stretch, to expand, to absorb the wonders of the world around you. Because the truth is, the more you use your mind, the stronger it becomes. In this strength, you'll find not only the ability to preserve your mental agility, but also the capacity to live a life that is rich, purposeful, and deeply rewarding. In the end, learning is a gift you give yourself, a way to ensure that your later years are not just about reminiscing on the past, but about embracing the future with open arms. Your mind is a powerful tool. Nurture it, challenge it, and watch as it continues to reward you with new insights, new possibilities, and new joys. The journey of learning has no endpoint, It's a lifelong adventure, and you are still very much a part of it. 5. Take care of your diet consciously and strategically. As we age, it's all too easy to fall into the trap of thinking that our capacity to learn and grow has somehow diminished. We hear the whispers of doubt, the societal assumptions that tell us our brains are past their prime, and that learning new things is best left to the younger generations. But let me tell you something deeply personal and profound. This couldn't be further from the truth. The human brain is one of the most remarkable, adaptable organs in the body, and its capacity to grow, change, and absorb new information continues well into old age. It's never too late to keep your mind sharp, active, and brimming with curiosity. The reality is that your brain thrives when it is challenged. Just like a muscle that grows stronger with use, your mind craves stimulation and development. And when you give it what it needs, it rewards you in ways that are both tangible and deeply fulfilling. The act of learning, whether through reading, taking up a new hobby, traveling to a place you've never been, or even just engaging in thought-provoking conversations, keeps your mind active and sharpens your memory, helping to stave off cognitive decline. It's not just about preventing memory loss or diseases like Alzheimer's, though those are incredibly important benefits. It's about ensuring that, even in your later years, your mind remains a source of vitality, strength, and purpose. Learning doesn't have to mean diving headfirst into complicated subjects or spending hours poring over textbooks. No, the beauty of continuous learning lies in the small, daily challenges that you embrace with curiosity and excitement. Imagine the sense of accomplishment that comes from solving a crossword puzzle, learning to navigate the latest technology, or picking up a few words in a new language. These might seem like simple tasks, but they work wonders for your mind. They keep your brain engaged and flexible, allowing you to adapt to new situations and face challenges with greater ease. Each new piece of information, no matter how small, becomes a stepping stone toward greater mental agility and resilience. Curiosity is your greatest asset as you age. It's the spark that keeps your mind alive and vibrant, pushing you to explore the world with fresh eyes. When you nurture that curiosity, you're not just expanding your knowledge. You're reinforcing the belief that growth doesn't have an expiration date. You show yourself and the world that age is not a barrier to development. In fact, with the wealth of life experience you already possess, each new piece of knowledge becomes more meaningful and more layered. It's as if you're weaving a rich tapestry of wisdom, insight, and understanding that continues to grow with every new thing you learn. And let's not forget the emotional benefits of continuous learning. When you engage in something new, you're not just sharpening your mind. You're awakening a sense of renewal and purpose. Learning breaks the monotony of routine that can often accompany retirement or the quieter pace of life that comes with age. It introduces new challenges, new passions, and new reasons to wake up each morning with a sense of excitement. You feel more connected to the world, more engaged with the people around you, and more confident in your ability to contribute meaningfully to conversations and activities. Consider the joy of discovering a new hobby that fills your days with creativity, or the thrill of mastering a skill that once seemed out of reach. These moments bring a deep sense of fulfillment, a reminder that you are still growing, still evolving, and still capable of achieving new things. And with that growth comes a renewed sense of self-confidence. You begin to see that age is not an obstacle to learning, but rather an opportunity to embrace life with a fresh perspective. It's incredibly empowering to realize that you can still surprise yourself and that you can still exceed your expectations, even in your later years. Moreover, continuous learning fosters a sense of purpose. It gives you something to look forward to, something that adds meaning to your days. Whether you're learning a new skill, exploring a new subject, or simply reading a book that challenges your thinking, you are engaging with the world in a way that keeps you feeling useful, motivated, and fulfilled. This sense of purpose is invaluable, especially as we navigate the transitions that come with aging. It helps to stave off feelings of stagnation or boredom, replacing them with a vibrant curiosity about what's next. When you commit to keeping your mind active, you're not just preparing yourself for the challenges of old age. You're arming yourself with the tools to live more fully and consciously. The knowledge you gain becomes a resource that enhances your daily life, helping you make informed decisions, navigate new experiences, and find joy in the process of growth. It's a reminder that life is a continuous journey of discovery, and you're never too old to embark on a new adventure, whether it's intellectual, emotional, or even physical. So, never stop learning. Let your curiosity be your guide, leading you to new interests, new challenges, and new growth opportunities. Allow your mind to stretch, to expand, to absorb the wonders of the world around you. Because the truth is, the more you use your mind, the stronger it becomes. In this strength, you'll find not only the ability to preserve your mental agility, but also the capacity to live a life that is rich, purposeful, and deeply rewarding. In the end, learning is a gift you give yourself, a way to ensure that your later years are not just about reminiscing on the past, but about embracing the future with open arms. Your mind is a powerful tool. Nurture it, challenge it, and watch as it continues to reward you with new insights, new possibilities, and new joys. The journey of learning has no endpoint. It's a lifelong adventure, and you are still very much a part of it. 6. Establish a regular self-care routine. As we age, one of the most essential things we can do is establish a regular self-care routine, one that goes far beyond just tending to our physical health. This is the stage of life where self-care is no longer a luxury or an afterthought, but a fundamental necessity. Far too often, we neglect ourselves as we get older, perhaps thinking that taking time for self-care is self-indulgent or unnecessary. But nothing could be further from the truth. Now, more than ever, it's crucial to recognize that caring for yourself holistically, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and socially, is the key to living with balance, joy, and vitality. At the core of self-care in your later years is the practice of making yourself a priority. It's about understanding that your well-being deserves time, attention, and care. This is not just about eating well or taking your medications, though those are important. It's about creating a routine that nurtures all aspects of who you are. This includes simple, everyday practices like ensuring you get enough sleep, staying hydrated, and taking care of your skin. These actions, although small, send a powerful message to yourself: you matter. But self-care goes beyond these surface-level practices. True self-care dives deeper, attending to your emotional, spiritual, and mental health. It's about taking the time to nourish your inner self as much as your outer self. For example, have you created a space for relaxation and disconnection in your life? Over the years, we accumulate stress, worries, and responsibilities that can weigh us down. That's why it's essential to carve out moments in your day that are just for you. Moments where you can release the tension that builds up over time. Imagine setting aside a little time each day to meditate, practice deep breathing, or even indulge in a hobby like knitting or reading a book that brings you joy. These simple acts of care can transform your mood, lift your spirit, and give you the strength to face the challenges that aging sometimes brings. Whether it's sitting by the window with a cup of tea, listening to calming music, or taking a peaceful walk through nature, these moments of stillness and peace remind you to reconnect with yourself, to listen to what your body and mind need, and to honor those needs without guilt. Another vital part of self-care is disconnecting from the world's constant demands. As we age, it can sometimes feel like the world expects us to keep up the same pace we did in our younger years. But the truth is, this stage of life comes with new rhythms and new priorities. You deserve the time to rest, reflect, and focus on the things that bring you inner peace. Don't be afraid to unplug from the noise, whether that's the endless barrage of news, social media, or even the pressures you place on yourself. Taking a break is not a weakness. It's a powerful form of self-care. Self-care is also deeply intertwined with self-acceptance. As we grow older, our bodies and minds naturally change, and part of nurturing yourself means embracing those changes with kindness. It's easy to fall into the trap of struggling against the passage of time, trying to maintain a version of yourself that no longer aligns with your current reality. But true self-care means learning to listen to your body, respecting its new limits, and understanding that aging is not something to fight. It's something to embrace with gratitude. Think about how much more peaceful life becomes when you allow yourself to age gracefully, rather than resisting the inevitable changes. It's not about giving up. It's about living fully in the present moment, with all the wisdom, experience, and grace that comes with growing older. Embracing your age means letting go of unrealistic expectations and focusing on what truly matters: your health, your happiness, and the connections you have with those around you. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Kindness to yourself is the cornerstone of self-care in this phase of life. When you learn to stop criticizing yourself for the changes that come with age, you open the door to a much more fulfilling and serene existence. Be gentle with yourself, and celebrate the body that has carried you through life's ups and downs. Be compassionate toward your mind, which has weathered storms and grown wiser with time. You deserve care, not just from others, but from yourself. And when you prioritize your well-being, you empower yourself to live more fully, more consciously, and with more joy. Establishing a regular self-care routine also means understanding that it's not a one-size-fits-all concept. What nurtures you may be different from what nurtures someone else, and that's perfectly fine. Whether it's taking a long bath, gardening, doing yoga, or simply spending time with loved ones, the key is to find what works for you. What makes you feel alive, connected, and at peace? Incorporate those activities into your daily life as non-negotiable aspects of your routine. Finally, remember that self-care is not an act of selfishness. It's an investment in your quality of life. When you take care of yourself, you are better equipped to handle life's challenges, more resilient in the face of stress, and more open to the joys that each day brings. It's about creating a life that is not just about survival, but about thriving in every sense: physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. In the end, self-care is about giving yourself the love, attention, and care that you so freely give to others. It's about recognizing that, at this stage of life, your well-being is not something to be put on the back burner. You deserve to live your later years with balance, satisfaction, and fulfillment, and a regular self-care routine is the foundation for doing just that. Take the time, make the space, and watch as your body, mind, and spirit flourish in ways you never thought possible. After all, you are worth it, and your well-being is the greatest gift you can give to yourself. 7. Maintain a sense of purpose and meaning in your life. As we grow older, the need for a sense of purpose and meaning in life becomes even more essential. For many, the transition into later years can bring moments of deep reflection, a time when we pause to consider what we've achieved, what we've contributed, and perhaps most importantly, what still lies ahead. Life's rhythm shifts, especially with retirement or the departure of children from the home, and it's easy to feel a void where once there was structure and routine. But here's the truth: this phase of life is not the end of your journey. It holds incredible potential for rediscovery, growth, and newfound purpose. It's common for people to feel disoriented after leaving behind a career or family responsibilities that once consumed their time and energy. Suddenly, without the pressing commitments that defined your days, you may ask yourself, what now? But this moment, rather than a time of loss, can be a powerful opportunity, a chance to reclaim your life and find fresh avenues for fulfillment. This is your time to pursue passions, explore new interests, and rediscover what brings you joy. Purpose in life is not limited to the professional world or raising a family. It can manifest in a multitude of ways. For some, it may mean getting involved in volunteer work and giving back to the community in ways that feel deeply meaningful. Imagine the satisfaction of helping others, offering your wisdom and experience to those in need. Whether it's spending time at a local shelter, mentoring younger generations, or participating in environmental projects, your contributions can have a lasting impact. Purpose has no expiration date, and your ability to make a difference continues, no matter your age. For others, the purpose might come from reconnecting with family and loved ones, perhaps through caring for grandchildren or offering emotional support to those closest to you. The joy and fulfillment that comes from being an active part of your family's life cannot be underestimated. These relationships nourish the soul, providing not just love but a sense of connection and belonging. Every moment spent nurturing these bonds adds meaning to your days and creates cherished memories that you and your loved ones will hold on to forever. Yet, purpose doesn't always have to involve others. It can also be deeply personal. Now is the perfect time to focus on you. Perhaps you've always had a dream or a hobby that you set aside during the busier years of your life. Whether it's learning to play an instrument, painting, writing a book, or finally traveling to that destination you've always wanted to see, this is your opportunity to dive into those passions. Rediscovering a forgotten talent or developing a new skill can ignite a sense of excitement and curiosity, bringing a fresh perspective to your life. When you immerse yourself in something that stirs your heart, it doesn't just pass the time, it transforms your days into something meaningful. That's the magic of purpose. It infuses your life with a sense of renewal and energy, a reason to wake up each morning excited for what lies ahead. No matter how old you are, having something to strive for, something that makes you feel engaged and useful, keeps your spirit alive. It's important to remember that purpose is personal. It's not about what society expects of you or what others think you should be doing. It's about finding what resonates with you, what lights you up from the inside. For some, it might be creative pursuits or intellectual growth, like learning a new language or studying a subject you've always been curious about. For others, it might be as simple as gardening, walking in nature, or spending time in quiet reflection. What matters most is that it feels meaningful to you. When you align with your inner passions, you begin to feel more connected to life itself, no matter what stage of it you're in. Cultivating a sense of purpose isn't just about emotional fulfillment, though that's certainly a huge part of it. Studies have shown that having a clear purpose is directly linked to better emotional well-being and even physical health. When you feel that you have something to offer, whether it's to your community, your family, or simply to yourself, it gives you a reason to get up each day, tackle challenges with resilience, and embrace life with more joy. Purpose helps stave off feelings of loneliness and depression, which can often creep in during later years, especially after major life changes. Instead, it brings lightness, positivity, and a sense of empowerment to your daily experience. Think of it this way. Life is not solely defined by what has already happened, by the years you've lived, or by the accomplishments you've checked off a list. It's about what you can still create, what you can still live and experience. There's always more to learn, more to contribute, more to explore. A sense of purpose is what makes life rich and rewarding, no matter how old you are. For those who feel uncertain about what purpose means to them, start small. Reflect on what brings you happiness, what makes you feel at peace, and what activities make you lose track of time because you're so deeply engrossed in them. Maybe it's spending time with animals, mentoring younger generations, creating art, or simply sharing your stories with others. Purpose doesn't have to be grand or complex, it just has to resonate with you. Ultimately, maintaining a sense of purpose is one of the greatest guarantees that you will age with grace, health, and happiness. It keeps you engaged with life, both physically and mentally, allowing you to face each day with optimism. So, take time to nurture what matters to you. Find the thing that makes you feel alive, whether it's helping others, exploring the world, or developing your talents. Because as long as you have a purpose, you have a reason to keep moving forward. Your story is far from over, and each day is an opportunity to continue writing it with passion, fulfillment, and joy. 8. Maintain your sexual health. As we journey through life and enter old age, there's one area of health that often gets overlooked or shrouded in discomfort: sexual health. Yet, maintaining an active and healthy sexual life is just as crucial in later years as it is at any other stage of life. And yes, this includes masturbation, a topic often surrounded by taboos, especially among older generations. But here's the truth. Sexuality is a natural and vital part of your overall well-being, and masturbation can offer numerous physical, mental, and emotional benefits that contribute to a healthier, more balanced life in your golden years. Masturbation, for example, does more than just provide physical pleasure. It's an essential way to maintain adequate blood flow in the pelvic region, which is crucial for preventing issues like erectile dysfunction in men or vaginal dryness in women. As we age, these problems can become more common, but the regular act of self-pleasure helps stimulate blood flow, keeping these areas healthy and functional. Beyond that, masturbation releases endorphins and dopamine, often referred to as the feel-good hormones, which can help reduce stress, elevate mood, and create a sense of relaxation that carries over into other areas of life. But it's not just the physical benefits that make maintaining your sexual health so important. Sexuality is intimately tied to your mental and emotional well-being. When you continue to explore and connect with your body, you're nurturing a deeper relationship with yourself. Masturbation can play a significant role in preserving self-esteem and self-confidence, especially in a stage of life where the body may not function in the same way it once did. It's a way of reminding yourself that you are still a sexual being and that you still have desires and needs that deserve to be fulfilled. In doing so, you preserve a positive connection with your body, your identity, and your overall sense of well-being. Many people mistakenly believe that sexuality fades with age, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Sexual health is not something that simply goes away after a certain age. Rather, it evolves. Maintaining an active sexual life, even in a solitary way, helps you feel more connected to your body, your emotions, and your inner self. This connection has ripple effects across all areas of your life. When you feel in tune with yourself sexually, it can boost your confidence in other areas. Whether that's in your relationships, your social life, or even your day-to-day interactions. You walk through life feeling more balanced, more self-assured, and more content. It's also important to understand that sexual pleasure can be a form of self-care, much like meditation, exercise, or other relaxation techniques. Masturbation can help alleviate physical tension, soothe anxiety, and act as a natural sleep aid, all benefits that become increasingly valuable as we age. In fact, in phases of life where physical contact with a partner may become less frequent, due to health issues, the loss of a spouse, or personal choice, masturbation can be a way to continue expressing and experiencing your sexuality. It's a healthy outlet for releasing pent-up emotions and maintaining a sense of personal intimacy, even if it's just with yourself. Yet, despite all these benefits, sexual health remains a subject many older adults hesitate to discuss or even acknowledge. The stigma around sexuality in later years can be deeply damaging, leading many to suppress their desires or feel shame for still wanting sexual pleasure. But sexuality is a natural part of being human, at any age. Ignoring it, or worse, repressing it, can lead to feelings of frustration, dissatisfaction, and even depression. Denying yourself this important aspect of self-care only creates barriers to emotional balance and overall happiness. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. Instead of viewing masturbation or sexual health as taboo in your later years, it's time to embrace it as part of your self-care routine. Just like maintaining physical activity or practicing mindfulness, taking care of your sexual health is about nurturing your body and your emotions in ways that promote overall well-being. There's nothing shameful about it. In fact, it's an essential part of living a full, balanced, and satisfying life. As we grow older, self-care should be a holistic practice that considers every aspect of our well-being: physical, mental, emotional, and yes, sexual. Sexual health is not just about pleasure, it's about maintaining connection, confidence, and vitality. It's about recognizing that just because we age doesn't mean we stop needing or deserving intimacy and connection, even if that intimacy is with ourselves. Incorporating sexual health into your self-care routine is an act of self-love, and it sends a powerful message to yourself. I am worthy of pleasure, I am deserving of care, and I honor my body, no matter my age. When you prioritize your sexual well-being, you're not just maintaining physical health, you're nurturing your emotional and mental health as well. You're investing in a life that feels full, rich, and deeply satisfying. So as you consider the broader scope of self-care in your later years, remember that it's not just about eating well, exercising, or managing stress. It's about acknowledging and honoring your sexuality as a vital part of who you are. Old age does not have to be defined by restrictions, fears, or outdated taboos. Instead, it should be embraced with fullness, wisdom, and purpose. By taking care of every part of yourself, including your sexual health, you ensure that your later years are not just lived, but truly enjoyed to the fullest. As we've explored together, aging is not just about slowing down, but about embracing new opportunities for growth, fulfillment, and well-being. From nurturing your mental and physical health to finding purpose, maintaining meaningful relationships, and even embracing your sexuality, there are countless ways to ensure that your later years are lived with vitality, joy, and wisdom. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What have you learned from this video that resonated with you the most? Share one thing you've learned and plan to bring into practice in your own life in the comments below. Your insights may just inspire someone else on their journey. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for being a part of this community. Together, we can continue to age gracefully and live life to the fullest.